Uncle Sam presents Funko Pop Fridays.
What up, Uncle Sam fam? It's your boy Random Ninja with another Funko Pop Friday. This one's a very special one to me because, well, I was originally waiting and holding out for like 4th of July to use this guy, but because some things went the way they did, I'm doing it today. And I'm talking about none other than the greatest American to ever live, Appollo Creed. Now, Appollo Creed, famous from the Rocky series, Rocky movies. Everybody's heard of Rocky. Most everybody has seen Rocky. I've met people that haven't seen Rocky, but they know about Rocky. And if you know about Rocky, you know about Appollo Creed. Apollo Creed is my favorite character in the Rocky franchise. I love the Rocky movies, most of them, or 5, whatever. But Apollo Creed was always my favorite since I was a little kid. I mean, and Rocky's an awesome character, and Mr. T is Clubber Lang, awesome. But Apollo Creed, this was my guy. Now I started to do him last week or the week before because unfortunately we lost the actor that plays him, Carl Weathers. But to be honest, I would get kind of emotional when I was trying to do it, so I decided to hold up. And listen, man, I know I've never met Carl Weathers. I know Carl Weathers doesn't know me from anybody else, and I don't matter to him and stuff, but that doesn't mean just because somebody's a celebrity or a musician or somebody that you've grown up listening to or you admire their work, it's okay to mourn them when you lose them. Don't let anybody shame you for that. People be like, well, why do you care about him? He doesn't care about you. Or you didn't know him when you... It doesn't matter. You're sad you lost something, you know, somebody. And then you remember that something is a somebody, you know, and human. We're thankful for all the entertainment he gave us. I think he was underappreciated in the 80s and 90s. I know that he was, don't get me wrong, some iconic roles, but it seemed like he was always playing second fiddle to somebody else like Schwarzenegger or Stallone. And I just think that he could have been more, Carl Weathers could have been more the face of franchises. They did attempt that with Action Jackson. I guess it just didn't take off or wasn't received well. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. Nothing wrong with Action Jackson. You compare it to all, that genre of films. But also not just known for Rocky and action films. Hilarious guy. If you've ever seen his reoccurring role as himself in Arrested Development, man. You got yourself a stew. If you know, you know. But anyway, before he got into acting, he was actually a linebacker for the Raiders. True story. Until he went and he auditioned for Apollo Creed. Famously got the role, stole the show, in my opinion. And you look at the trunks, you might think this is a Rocky IV Apollo Creed because he famously wore the same trunks in that film. But in that film, I believe he wears white gloves. So this is obviously from Rocky 1, from the original Rocky. Not Rocky 2 either, because he didn't wear the trunks in that. And he would gift those trunks to Balboa for his rematch with Clubber Lang in Rocky 3. Most people, they associate when they think Rocky, they think of those trunks. But that's where they originated. And then they got carried on with Creed, that franchise of movies, which is on its own, those are good movies as well. Look, in my world, Rocky 4 is a very short movie. It ends with Apollo Creed knocking Ivan Drago out in the first round, KO, in the movie, credits roll, freaking Apollo Creed back on top. That's where it ends in my world. Now, most of y'all have probably seen the real version, not the made-up fantasy version of James. That doesn't go that way. It doesn't go that way at all. It's a really sad fate for Apollo. But nonetheless, he remains a icon, one of the most recognizable sports movie characters ever, and just freaking a dude that left us with a lot of good memories, man. Oh, comedies, yeah. It's all in the hips. Gosh, man. So even though I didn't know him and he didn't know me, I was sad to hear Carl Weathers passed. And, look forward to showing my kids his work in the future. The greatest mustache in the history of cinema. Beat Sam Elliott does.
Oh, okay, here we go.
We control Foxtrot.
We got a headshot. Want to see more headshots? They got trace of the game. Oh, found that away, but he did not. Facebook.com/TreeManTheGamer. All day long. Cute. Yo. Want to see some W's? Yes, W's. Yo. Facebook.com
We're engaging at Charlie. You got
Oh, oh.
reinforcements inbound.